In every generation, people wake up asking the same question: what is the meaning of life? We chase jobs, money, followers, and fame. We fill our days with noise, work, and endless scrolling. Yet deep down, we still feel empty. Socrates taught that true meaning is not something you find outside of yourself, it is something you discover within you. And today, his timeless advice still whispers through the noise of our modern world. This is the wisdom of Socrates. Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." What did he mean by this? To him, life without reflection, without understanding who you are and why you exist, is like walking in darkness. You may be moving, but you don't know where. He believed that every human has a duty to stop and ask the hardest questions. Who am I? What do I truly value? Why am I alive? In Athens, Socrates would spend his days asking people such questions. He met rich merchants, ambitious politicians, and young men who dreamed of power. And he would ask them, what is justice? What is happiness? And what is truth? Most couldn't answer. They became angry, embarrassed, or defensive. But Socrates smiled, because confusion was the first step towards wisdom. He said, "I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think." Meaning, for Socrates, wisdom began when a person dared to face the truth about themselves, not the image they show the world, but the soul within. On the walls of the ancient temple of Delphi, these words were carved: "Know thyself." Socrates made that phrase the center of his philosophy. He said that before you can understand the world, or love others, or lead anyone, you must first understand yourself. But how do we know ourselves? Socrates gave simple guidance. 1. Watch how you react when things go wrong. 2. Notice what anchors you, what makes you jealous, and what gives you peace. 3. Ask yourself not just what you do, but why you do it. To him, self-knowledge was not a one-time discovery. It was a daily practice, a lifelong dialogue between your mind and your soul. He believed that wisdom begins when you realize how little you actually know. That is why he said, "I know that I know nothing." It was not arrogance, it was humility. He understood that meaning comes from endless curiosity and a heart willing to learn. Socrates believed that every human being has a soul, not a mystical ghost, but a divine spark for reason and conscience. He said the purpose of life is to care for your soul, to make it wise, honest, and kind. He warned that most people spend their lives caring for everything except their soul, their house, their clothes, their career, and their reputation, but they forget their soul. But when you die, none of that remains. Only your soul, your true self, will speak for you. In his trial before the Athenian court, Socrates said, "I spend my life persuading you not to care for your body or money more than for your soul and how it will be best." To him, living with integrity, justice, and truth was more important than living in comfort. He would rather die for the truth than live in a lie. And in the end, he did. When people asked Socrates what it means to live a good life, he never gave them a simple answer. He would ask questions because he knew that everyone's meaning is different. But there were a few principles he always taught. 1. Seek truth over opinion. Most people want to be right, but Socrates wanted to find what is right. 2. Do no harm. He believed that even if others wrong you, you should never return evil for evil. Your goodness is your responsibility. 3. Choose virtue over comfort. A good life is not the easiest, it is the most honest one. 4. Live with reason, not emotion. When anger, greed or fear control you, your soul becomes sick. Meaning comes from mastering your inner self. For Socrates, happiness wasn't pleasure, it was harmony between your values and your actions. When your thoughts, words, and deeds align, you live in peace. When the Athenian court sentenced Socrates to death for corrupting the youth, his friends begged him to escape, but he refused. He said, "The hour of departure has arrived and we go our ways. I to die and you to live, which is better only God knows." To him, death was not the end. He believed the soul would continue, and that those who lived justly had nothing to fear. Even in his final moments, as he drank the poisoned hemlock, he remained calm and peaceful. He was not afraid because he had already found meaning, not in the wealth or fame, but in truth and virtue. He died the same way he lived, questioning, thinking, and teaching until his final breath. If Socrates lived today, he will not be shouting on social media. He will be walking among people, asking the same quiet questions. Do you know yourself? Are you living by what you believe? Do your actions match your words? He will remind us that meaning is not something you buy or follow, it's something you become. In a world full of distraction, Socrates teaches us to pause, to reflect, and to choose wisdom over noise. He will say, "Let him who will move the world first move himself." Finding meaning in life starts here, not with changing the world, but by understanding yourself and letting that truth shape everything you do. You cannot control how long you live, but you can control how deeply you live. And if you live each day with honesty, reflection, and care for your soul, then as Socrates believed, you will have already found the meaning of life.